Students, welcome to the class of Directing and Controlling. There is second module in 18 CS 51, that is Management and Entrepreneurship for IT Industry. So this video topic is like Introduction to Directions, and the module is having some contents like meaning and nature of direction, leadership styles, motivation theories, meaning and importance of communication, meaning and importance of coordination, techniques of coordination, meaning and steps in controlling, essentials of a sound control system, methods of establishing control. So this is the syllabus as per the VTU in second module. So first, introduction to direction. So direction is the third function of management. So the fourth function of the management. So the first function was planning, second was organizing, third was staffing, and the present it is directing, and the final one will be controlling. Okay, so direction is the fourth function in the management functions. Okay, so after in the previous videos, in the previous module, that is first module, we have learned about planning, organizing and staffing, three functions. So in this module we are going to learn about direction and controlling, so these two functions. So the first one is in this module, direction. So the direction is a complex function that includes all those activities which are encourage subordinates work effectively and efficiently in both the short and long term. See here they have mentioned clearly that in both short term as well as long term. That is, short term is nothing but probably 1 year, okay, 6 months or 1 year, or long term maybe 3 years or 6 years or 5 years. So how they have to work very effectively and efficiently in the organization is nothing but direction. Okay, so the people, the top level management will decide the objectives. Along with that objectives, the short term objectives and long term objectives, and they will give direction how to reach that particular objectives in the stipulated time. So directing includes issuing orders. Okay, issuing orders, the top level management will issue the orders to the next level managements. Instructing, they will give even instructions also to the lower level management and middle level management. Guiding, helping, motivating, designing good environment to work, providing rewards, etc. So all these things will come in the direction. So direction generally will do by the top level management or the senior to junior, the next level it will be there. So what they do is they issue the orders. Any order is there, they issue the order, and they instruct the people, they guide the people whenever the guiding is required, and help the people to the next level people, and motivate them, motivate the subordinates, and designing good environment to work, like the local environment, the inside the organization, very good environment to work all together, and providing rewards, some encouragement to the people who are working nicely. So all those things will come in the direction. Nature or characteristics of direction. So direction is a dynamic function because it is very dynamic, because the people has to take dynamic decisions in the top level management. So directing is a dynamic and continuing function. It is a continuous function. It is like not a function like only a temporary purpose they will create or something like that. No, it is a continuous function. Every time whenever the subordinates required any help from the superiors, then they have to give guidance, they have to provide training programs, they have to motivate them, and they should get work from them through giving some bonus, giving some benefits to the employees. Like that they have to do. So it is a continuous process. A manager has to continuously direct, guide, motivate and lead his subordinates. So always a manager or a leader has to continuously give the motivation to the subordinates, give information to the subordinates. They should guide them, they should direct them, and they should get work from them by the leader. So with change in plans and to his subordinates change the methods and techniques to direction. So whenever they are changing any plans based on the situation, then they have to, the manager has to give that information to the changing information to the subordinates, and they have to change the even methods and techniques of the direction also to get the work from the subordinates. It is initiates action. So always direction initiates action. Directing initiates organized and planning action and ensures effective performance by subordinates towards the accomplishment of group activities. So whatever the group activities are there, combinedly all together they have to accomplish the group activities, whatever the organization is deciding or they are assigning work. It is regarded as the essence of management in action. So it is very important, regarded as the essence of management in action, the direction. And it is universal function, as we already discussed that it is universal function because direction or directing is in every place, in any place, like you can see that any place direction will be the same. Direction will be the same. It may be in India, it may be in foreign country, the process for the direction will be same. Even in the foreign countries also, what the superior will do to the subordinate is they guide them, they direct them, they motivate them, they give some benefits to the employees to get the work, and they collaboratively work and they complete the assignment given by the top level management. So it is a universal function. So directing is a universal function that is performed in all organizations. Any organization, it will be the same. So all managers have to guide, motivate, lead, supervise and communicate with their subordinates, although more time is spent on directing at higher levels of management. The next one is it provides necessary link between various managerial functions. So it provides like this management direction provides the necessary link between various managerial functions. So whatever the different functions are there, like what we learned, that other functions of management like planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, all other four functions also, this directing will link with these particular functions. So directing links the various managerial functions of planning, organizing, staffing and controlling. Without directing, the function of controlling will never arise and the other preparatory functions of management will become meaningless. So without direction, the other all other functions like planning, organizing, staffing and controlling cannot work, because direction will play major role, because the people somebody has to give that what they have to do, and they have to allocate the work, they have to give some direction to them related to the work, then only those people work. Okay, next it is concerned with human relationships. So the direction function of management deals with relationship between people working in an organization. It creates cooperation and harmony among the members of the group. So human relationship. So in the organization, various people works. So there will be different functions will be there, and different what we will call departments will be there. So this direction will make that the relationship between the different department employees has to coordinate with other department employees, and they have to accomplish the work with the objectives, like whatever the objectives they are giving. So this direction will give more importance for the human relationships. So the direction function of the management deals with the relationship between people working in the organization. It may be different department employees, but what this direction will do is they will maintain good relationship because of this proper direction. It creates cooperation and harmony among the members of the group. So whomever they are there inside the organization, so they will maintain very good cooperation and harmony among these all employees. It seeks to achieve orderly arrangement of groups' effort to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common objectives. So whatever the common objectives they are providing by the organization. So all these employees will work to reach the particular common goals. Okay, so this is the nature and characteristics of direction.